Hello everybody, it is More Mike and Kaneko with another daily high school vlog. Today is day 85, January 6th, 2016. I was about to say January 6th, 16th, because I was thinking all day today, oh, today is 16/16, because, you know, it's 1-6-16. That's been in my head all day, so I'm sorry that I was about to spew it out in the middle of a video, but I'm not sorry, because it's kind of cool. It's not cool. Oh, I'm sorry. So today in my creative writing class, the kid right next to me, we all started reading our stuff, you know, like the usual, so if you wanted to read, you just raised your hand and you got to read. And the kid right next to me said, would I write about watching YouTube all day? No, I'm actually going to write a story about what I did over Christmas break. And I was like, huh? Ah! Why would I even? Today in my creative writing class, we wrote a story, and today my story was not at all inspired by the Steven vlogs for him meeting up with the runaway guys. That wasn't. I wouldn't do that. Also, apparently Twitter might be changing their limit to 10,000 tweets, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, I mean, it's cool, obviously, but part of the cool part about Twitter is the fact that everything's super short, and if you really want to read up on something, you could be like, okay, I want to read up about that, and I'll click the article that's attached to it. But that's not going to be a thing anymore, and I don't know, maybe they're going to decide not to do it. I think it's cool, but maybe raise the limit to like 200 first, so it's a little bit longer, but you know, not too much longer. So this morning when I wrote this, I said, first actual day of school, no more syllabus homework, frowny face. And syllabus is, you know, where you get it signed, you know, it says like, oh, I'm gonna be a student in this class, and it's like super easy, and it's like super awesome. 100 to start off the semester, but there's not much homework tonight. Like, I think yesterday we had more, I wouldn't say that, but we have about the same amount of homework tonight. We just actually have to work on it instead of just, can you sign this? Sure, sign, done. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed, but this journal, it's a different journal. It's one without the post-it notes, and the reason why I changed it from the one that had the post-it notes was because the post-it notes, you were like limited to one page because it was a post-it note, so if you went too far, you just end up ripping it out. Which I kind of like that because it's like, okay, once I'm done with something, I'm done, it goes away. But it's kind of annoying because now that I'm trying to do other videos and stuff, I want to write down more stuff. Plus it's like homework, Steven's birthday review, something else review that may or may not be in the near future. I'm working on it. Also, today somebody unironically, but actually confused Star Trek and Star Wars, and every time that happens, it just gives me a little giggle. Like, I wanted to laugh, but it was in the middle of class and it would be super obvious because she was sitting right next to me, but you know, I laughed, just in my head. Also, I was mentioned yesterday in the Inanimate Insanity stream. Shout out to you guys, even though you guys were really the ones getting a shout out to me. Shout out stream, shout out Ception. That's still funny, right? Shout out Ception, huh? It's grade A humor.
So question for all, do you guys want to voice in my object show from Mickle?
Thank you for the offer. I'm going to have to decline. I'm a little busy.
Just a little.
It's from Michael.
Michael?
Michael Kanikel?
Yeah.
Who's Michael Kanikel?
Michael Kanikel, Michael.
What?
More Michael Kanikel. More Michael Kanikel, Michael. More
Michael Kanikel, Michael.
Michael.
I don't know who that is.
There have been Steven Universe episodes all week this week. Okay, cool, that's all good and new. But there's also the new Goldbergs episode that is tonight, which, I mean, Goldbergs, this is the return of the season, so it's cool. I mean, Steven Universe, the return was Monday, and that's old news. And Ruby that was the return on Saturday. Speaking of which, the new Ruby promo. So in the middle of my government class, my teacher was just kind of walking around, and you know, in the middle of his lecture, he goes, you know, in history of government, it's kill or be killed. And I know for a fact that he wasn't referencing Undertale, and I know the fact that that quote is a thing that's outside of Undertale. But right now, Undertale's popular, so that quote's gonna be popular, because it's popular in because it's noticeable in Undertale, so don't stop ruining it for people. Nicholas, Spanish frustrations. You know, I'm going to be completely honest. I did not think Spanish would be the worst class that I'm having this semester. And now I know this is only day 2 of this semester, so I could be completely jumping the gun. But I am very frustrated with that class. I don't like it, you know? It's just very uncomfortable. I'm surprised that both government and US history are both ranking higher than Spanish too. After Spanish class, I went to SGA. That sounds weird. After Spanish class, it was lunchtime, went to SGA meeting. I'm gonna get used to that over the course of the semester. So in my SGA meeting today, we talked about videos and stuff, you know? And we might be doing a video that's due Friday, so basically we're gonna be doing the entire thing tomorrow, which I think is a horrible idea, but some people wanna do it, and people are like, oh, we can totally do this. We're not gonna be able to do it, it'll be rushed, so just, how about we give them how about we give them what we're talking about tomorrow, and then do it for next week. I think that'll be a better idea instead of just trying to do it all for this coming week. So, I mean, maybe I'm just a horrible, misinformed person, but I mean, I personally think that that's the way to go. And then after that, I went to US history, and today in US history, I actually answered a question. Like when he was like talking and reading his lecture, he asked a question, and I actually answered it correctly. This year history, that is a good omen for things to come, especially because of how easy it was. Because I read the book, it's only like 5 pages long. I mean, the AP class is like 5 chapters as opposed to our 5 pages, and I can barely memorize the 5 pages. So don't ask me to do the 5 chapters. That just sounds like an absolute nightmare. Then after school, I wasn't able to come home right away, but I got home right around 5:20, just in time for the new Steven Universe, and I'm not going to say anything about it, just spoilers and stuff, and because I'm saving that stuff for the review. Anyway, goodbye everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow with another daily high school vlog, day 86.